Jesus has proved that even in this world, only Spirit is our own, because His Spirit is one in the great I Am, the God. And the way to reach this Spirit is Jesus, who is Christ. Now contemplating on the concept through a parable of a lady and her guardian. There was a single mom having a flower shop. The flower shop was her only source of earning to fulfill all her expenses, including raising a 9-year-old son. Once, she becomes very ill, and doctor suggested bed rest. And apart from her health and the son, she was extremely worried of her flowers in the garden because she had her own garden, the base of her flower shop. But her son assured her that may she not worry about the flowers, and he would take very good care of the flowers, plants, and entire garden. The mom had no other option because she needed to be in rest. And the son only wanted her to be well. Childhood is spent hours in the garden, but something was not working well. After a couple of weeks, when the lady started to recover, and as she gained a little strength, she went out to the garden, and she found her son also there. But as she sees the flowers, she got tears in eyes, and her heart breaks, seeing all flowers faded. Leaves went dull, plants almost died. And seeing tears of the mom, the child also started to cry aloud, sobbing in sadness. He explains to the mom, "Mom, I have kissed all the flowers. I have wiped dust from every single leaf and watered every single flower. Yet I don't know, Mom, what happened." And he cries and cries and cries. Then the mom realizes the loophole, and she smiles, embracing the child. She tells, "Oh, you have forgotten my son, or probably you don't know at all that the life of a flower is not in the flower, but in the roots that's inside, unseen from the surface." Likewise, ladies and gentlemen, even life of our body is not in the bodies, but in the spirit that's underneath, unseen from the surface of this world. And Jesus is showing finger inside the heart. You can see this picture. You are in love. Very good. You are compassionate towards all being, even better. You want world to be a better place. Excellent. But without watering the spirit, we can't save humanity or any life form in its fulfillments, or even the social life or the family life suffers. Because Jesus says that we must be reborn. There was a priest or a teacher named Nicodemus who came to visit Jesus Christ, and Jesus told him that you must be reborn. And he couldn't understand this concept. What's the meaning of being reborn? What do you mean? Should we go back again to our mother's womb and be reborn? Something like that he spoke. And Jesus said that you are a teacher and you don't know something so basic. So, even now, until now, this is a basic that we still miss to understand. That what Jesus explained to Nicodemus, that unless a person is born by water and a spirit, he cannot enter the kingdom or be reborn. So water, the spirit, everything that we need for our life is the water. That's the basic need of our life. Any basic instinct that you feel, any kind of emotion, temptation, or achievement, goal, compassion, or any kind of feeling, good, bad, etc., that you feel is the water. That's your need, that you need every day. Even the entertainment, even checking a message on the phone is the water of your life. Anything by which you feel, oh God, I can't live without it. I can't live without an ice cream. I can't live without this. This is your water, without which you cannot live. But our water is for the flesh, is for something like a cigarette. I cannot live without a cigarette. I cannot live without coffee. I'm sorry. I love coffee. But yes, I can live without coffee. But anyway, there are so many things. I cannot live without this computer app. I cannot live without checking messages. I cannot live without meeting this person. I cannot live without my work. I cannot live without studying. I cannot live without this music. I cannot live without this sports. There's so many things by which we cannot live without, and they are the water of our life. But unless we are reborn, not just by water, but water and a spirit, the moment we say that I cannot live without the spirit, I cannot live without you, Jesus, I cannot live without you, God. All right, you don't understand Jesus Christ. It's okay. You are not so much into religion. It's okay. But you are aware of your own spirit. You are aware of the feeling of the I am in you. And the moment you say that I cannot live without it, as you cannot live without the water, and then you will see that you are getting reborn into a spirit in a new form. And I repeat every time that what St. Paul has said of Jesus Christ, that of all sciences, the greatest is the science of Jesus Christ. Now let's have a look. The science of this world is applied science. What happening? So much of scientific development we are seeing around us. But the basic of everything, the nutshell of everything is this, that it's an applied science, where we discover the basic elements, like so many elements that they have discovered. And then we discover the energy sources that we apply through innovation or invention or engineering to our society, and then marketing, etc. happen, and entertainment and etc. basic needs happen. But it's the basic energy or element that we discover, we search for it, we do research, and then we find. Like these days, modern scientists are working on discovering gravitational wave. They are not yet successful, but they are working on it. And they have such a collider in which they do bombardment of proton or hadron, and they are trying to find other basic energy sources of the world. And there are so many things that they have already found, like electromagnetic wave, by which we uses this mobile phone, microwave, radio wave, or infrared that we use in our mobile phone, not remote control, that's in the home. And microwave, already. And these are the waves that people have discovered, and then they have applied it through innovation or engineering in our basic needs. So you see, it's an applied science that we are using in our modern. And also like ultrasound or infrasound or infrared waves, like so many things that I may miss how they apply it in their way. You can refer the scientific thing, but it's like applied science. They are, and in future when they will find this gravitational wave, they will use it in some things. You will find a new kind of technology that time. So it's an applied science. But what we miss out is the substratum on which these elements or energy sources are based on. We don't talk about the substratum, like that little guy who was watering the everything external, but missed on which it is based on. That's the constant of everything. Thus, despite we are developing so much, yet our world fades in wars, drugs, disease, etc. And even in our family, it ends in divorce. That started with love. I can't understand marriage. Marriage is such a sacred thing. And divorce happened. Love. Young people fall in love and breakup happens. Heartbreak. And we are so healthy, so happy, and we become ill. And so much struggle of work and other kind of thing, of food and in the marketplace. Are we not doing like that little boy, taking care of all and everything except the one? That's the Spirit, the Jesus, the real I am. And in the beginning I said, even in this world, the Spirit is our own. Because if we water the root of a plant, and even if we miss out the flower, even if we stop wiping the leaves, but if only we give water to the root, that will be enough. Yeah, it's very good, we take care of our body. But even if we just take care of the water in the root, then we get everything. And Jesus said that it's not this food that by which he lives. And he used to speak in a mystic language, like, I survive by the word of God, word of my Father. Means the root He always watered the root in everything of the life of Jesus Christ. If you go through, you will find that He is all the time speaking of watering the Spirit. And a Spirit is one in the great I am, the great God. Because I am this, you are that. These are our external individuality. But there is one individuality of I am, the Spirit, this feeling. And then we become one in the Spirit through God. And the way to reach the Spirit is Jesus, who is Christ. Christ means one with God. And who is Jesus? Who is Jesus? Jesus is Son of God. In modern times, so many people reject it. He says that if Jesus is Son of God, then who are we? Are we not Son of God? Yes, we are Son of God also. But we are Son of this person and that person also. We have so many different identity, individuality, and name and brand of ourselves. But Jesus only kept this brand, that I'm Son of God. Means I'm one with God. I am one with God. The moment when we also realize, like the water of life of Jesus is only God, that He is only Son of God. I am son of my boss because my boss helps in me in the work. I'm son of my girlfriend. I'm son of my addiction. I'm son of my entertainment. I'm son of my passion. I'm son of my hobby. I'm son of my activities. I'm son of my laziness. I'm son of my so many kind of instinct, enjoyment, pleasure, passion. Lust, greed also comes in this. But Jesus is only Son of God. So the way to reach the Spirit is this realization of Jesus in us. This realization that I am the Son of God. The moment we believe that I am this direct relationship with God, this is called Jesus. And this is Jesus. This is the life of Jesus. Everything of Him is this relationship. And Jesus is Christ. This realization, when we feel in ourselves that I am the Son of God, I'm the child of God, or I'm a daughter of God. No, it's just a symbolic way to say I'm a man, I'm using this word. But a woman can feel I'm a daughter of God. Basically, it just means I'm one of God. I have come, if the God is this sea, I'm its wave. I'm one with divinity. I'm one with the Spirit. In this way, we water our spirit. We make our spirit our basic need. And when we make our spirit our basic need, this is the greatest science, because on this spirit, on this I am, on this factory setting of everything, on this Alpha and Omega, entire world, entire creation, every life, every person is based on, above which there is everything. And the way to feel this water is love. Because the great I am is always in love. So with all love, I thank you for this science of the greatest science of Jesus Christ, that's the substratum of everything. Like this building also has a foundation, the plant also has a root, and we also have a spirit in us. And watering this spirit by love, by care, by dedication, by devotion, or at least by acknowledging that we wake up and we thank our spirit that's in us for our life to God. Even one moment of this realization, not today, not tomorrow, but any day, any moment when we realize this is Spirit, that's enough. That fulfills our life. That's fulfillment of everything. That's the glory of God. That's the greatness of God. And in this greatness is our own greatness. So thank you so much for listening to me with so much love, because in love we all are one. Thank you and thank you and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for beautiful spirit that's in you. And thank you for your understanding, and glory to God. Thanks to God. Thanks to you.